Young Minds HR Consulting Services. I am the blessed moderator for this show, interviewing two Iron Ladies. Today's show is all about hashtag Women Power. This movement is started by Sir D.K. Bakshi, who is a global leader, a famous global personality who doesn't require any introduction, who was recently honored as Women Power. Yes, Women Power. This movement is strongly supported by Dr. Kiran Bedi. We are present in more than 20 countries. Mr. Bakshi's mission is to unite 100,000 women by end of 2021, and I think we are very close to it, and 1 million women by 2024. A huge round of applause for Bakshi sir, Swazdi Karpe Bakshi sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at Zoom, which is Facebook Live and Global TV Live today. And let me tell you, today at Hot Seat, we have two real warriors today. And I am so excited and at the same time emotional to bring their stories. Let me quickly introduce them to you. Stay tuned with us and listen to the two bravo journeys today. So our first speaker for the day is Squadron Leader Dimple Rawat. People know her as Deputy General Manager HR, Barco Electronics, an award winner, a passionate speaker. But I know her as a lady who fought Kargil War, who was involved in Mission Parakram, had her set of challenges while managing small children. Her husband is also serving defense, minimal family support, and still she made her way and never looked back. Welcome, Dimple. Tum bhalcha.
Thank you so much, Shaifaly. Thank you.
Our next Iron Lady is Miss Manisha Sharma. Again, people know her as Chief Operating Officer, World Class Skill Center, PUSA. She is passionate about her work, extremely happy, professional lady, but I know her as a lady who fought for her son, made her own way, made her own life, made her own journey, made her own roadmaps. She is a real lifetime warrior who is a mother to almost 100 plus students. Believe me, I think 100 plus is a very less number which I'm saying, but to be on a safer side, I'm just mentioning 100 plus students who are following her, and she is a lady who follows strong ethics and values. Welcome, Anisha. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Shaifaly. Humbled, grateful.
Thank you, ma'am. Global Talent, along with me, is extremely delighted that you both accepted my invitation and you are happy to share a few moments of your life from us. Without wasting any time, let us begin. And my first question goes to Dimple. As we all know that you were a real Kargil and a Parakram warrior and a fighter. While fighting for both Kargil and Parakram, what were your emotions? How did your family behave? And what were your reactions to those emotions? We would love to hear from you.
Okay. So first of all, thank you so much, Bakshi sir and Shaifaly, for inviting me on this STM platform. And I think, I'm so delighted. I can't tell you, I was just waiting for this moment to come here and talk to everyone. So thank you so much once again. And now talking about the emotions. So Shaifaly, I have to take you back, when I joined Air Force, it was 6 July 1998. And the training is for 1 year. So first, the training is the comprehensive training to make you mentally, physically strong, as well as to make you a great leader. And after that, you go for a specialization training. So I went for missiles training. I'm a trained missile engineer, and we were just waiting for the first postings, because it was already a long 1 year, and it was just training, and your instructor, your course mates, and you're just looking forward to see the base unit, where you will be posted. That would be a new culture. So we were told that, when once you're posted in a new unit, there will be somebody who will come to pick you up, and, you will have a great warm welcome. But Shifali, that didn't happen with me. So I was posted at a very, very forward base, and I went there. No one came to pick me up. Those days, it wasn't by air, it was by bus. I traveled from Delhi to that place, and no one was there. So somehow I located the Air Force station and reached the station, and it was totally dark. So then, I somehow managed to reach the officers' mess, and I then realized, oh, it was already Kargil. The Kargil was already on for 1 week. And that time I had neutral kind of emotion. I mean, okay, Kargil is on, let me see what is there. So actual emotion, real emotion came the next day. When I went to the unit, when I met my commanding officer, everybody in uniform, and there he told me that, you will learn lifelong lessons here during the Kargil, because there the actual real missiles are out. Normally during the on-job training for the next 6 months, you can't see the live missiles. You have to work on the training missiles. But I think I had the best of on-job training, I would say. And when he said that, you should feel proud that you're wearing the uniform and you are serving the mother nation. So I think I'm very, very fortunate that I got this opportunity to serve the mother nation in uniform and participated in both the wars. I think that is the best part, I would say. And by the time, the second war happened, when the parliament was attacked on 13th of December 2001. So that time, I was already a flight commander and HR head for my unit. And I still remember they, it happened, my commanding officer and the station got the command from orders from headquarters, air headquarters. And I went to meet my commanding officer. He told me that these many missiles to be prepared, and he gave me the briefing. I came back to my own office, and then we had a fallen. Fallen is where you call all soldiers and officer on the road only we stood, and I read the orders that we need to prepare so many missiles, and we have to work 2 3 nights. So then I also told my warrant officer that we have to activate the recall plan. So recall plan is because soldiers are on leave also, because you don't know when the war will happen. So then I still remember Shifali. I'll just translate and speak in English. He spoke in Hindi. So he called up this guy, and those days there was no mobile. Landline used to be luxury. So this guy, he is, calling the warrant officer Sahab, is calling the soldier and saying, come back. The day has come for which we are wearing the uniform, and you should come and let's serve the nation. So we need you here to prepare the missile, because missile preparation is also a team job. It is, you cannot prepare it in isolation. So there are 4 to 5 teams which will work and convert this dead missile into the live missiles. I had goosebumps, you won't believe, because now you're talking about the feeling, emotions. I felt so, I had the feeling of pride. I was, contented, and I was also happy at the same time, because my team is already motivated. As a leader, you don't have to worry about the motivation of a team, which is so motivated, and they are motivating me also. This is a statement that we are ready to work. And next day, Shifali, I saw that person and I asked him, "How did you come?" So he changed so many buses, and he was in the office next day by 10 o'clock. So these kind of emotions, I think I had. And also, I would like to share one thing. I think it was 4 or 5 days of Operation Parakram, and my husband had already moved to more, forward base, very very near to the border. And I was in this station, and I think 4 or 5 days after that, I came to know I am pregnant. So then, now it was such a big emotion. I was so happy, but I didn't know how to communicate this news to my husband. I'm talking about 2001. So no phone, obviously, and landline was also not there because they were already deployed at the border. So the only way of communication was the RT. RT is your, wireless communication, where you cannot talk to him one to one. There are codes. So suppose Alpha and Bravo are the codes. So then, and secondly, the room is manned by soldiers. From my side, there were 2 to 3 soldiers in this control room. Similarly, there also there were soldiers, and I was so excited to tell him then. But I think it was a news not only shared with him, but so many people who were in the control room, they all came to know that I have conceived. So I told him that 1+1 Alpha Bravo calling, and then he said okay, Bravo, go ahead, and then I told him this news. So I think it was a great experience for me. I think the defense force, the training they give us, that makes us very, very strong, Shifali, I would say. Whole of the pregnancy, I was alone. And people used to tease me that if you have a daughter, call her Parakrami, because Operation Parakram was on. And if you have a son, call her Parakram. And talking about the emotions of parents, Shifali, I would say that, we have strong protocol. We don't share what is happening at the real tactical base. So they just could know whatever is they were getting from the media. That's all. Otherwise, we really maintain very secrecy and that confidentiality we maintain. But I think all went well. A lot of experience, exposure I had, and learnings. Over to you.
That's so great, Dimple, hearing you. You lived those days, and our audience are living through you, and I can see the chat box flooded with messages. So, on behalf of our audience, a big salute to you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Coming to you, Manisha, beautiful lady in blue today. I was going through one of your interviews a few days back. And as I mentioned in my introduction, also, you are a strong woman, you are a strong fighter. We would love to know from you. I know it's a emotional moment. Uh, what made you take that strong step for your son in your life? And the most importantly, from where did you get that courage? I would request you to please answer this question. Our audience would definitely want to get empowered and encouraged by your words and your journey.
Okay. So I thank you so much, Shifali and DK sir, for giving us the platform and allowing us to share our stories and our journey. If they somehow enable other women, the job is done. Okay, so I will just take you guys back a little. I got married in 2007 February, and the journey was not good. It was dowry harassment, and but then as we are brought up, as daughters, so I had conceived by April, and I was told, that when a child is born, everything will be okay and things will settle down, and you just carry on with your life journey, like this. And I'm the only child of my parents, by the way. So there was no sibling support. And I was very scared in the initial few months to share my journey with my family, and especially my father and mother, because I didn't want them to be hurt. So my son was born in December. He was a preterm baby. And once he was born, then there was a little hope that things will, kind of settle down, because he was a boy. And as you told that it's a boy, so things will settle down much in a much better way. But I would say, fortunately, Rudraksh, my son, was born with Down syndrome. So Down syndrome is a genetic disorder. Uh, uh, and from there, the things went more worse, because my husband and my in-laws absolutely rejected Rudraksh from the moment he was born. I was told to give him up for adoption to an NGO or to my parents. And I was told to go back. So my husband was telling me all the time, that I'll not give you a divorce. You leave the child and you come back. You leave the child and you come back. So it was strong litigation, Shifali. I would say 10, 11 years of a fight in the court of law and the court of justice. It went up to the high court from the lower courts. And it lingered on so much because my husband would not want to give me a divorce and was wanting me to leave the child, but I was not wanting to leave the child. My only logic was, if a man cannot be of his own blood, he cannot be of a woman who gets married and is coming from outside to your family. And if I leave the child, then if a mother leaves a child, then who is going to take care of him? And I don't think that's being human. I think we've been given this birth as Manisha Sharma, as Dimple, as Shifali, as DK sir, with a purpose in life. And I think this is the purpose of my life. So this is the background that I took you at. And why, how and why the courage came. I think everybody has that courage in themselves. So if we don't have the courage, is the law of the jungle, survival of the fittest. So either you are fit or you perish. There'll be parasites in the form of people who will be wanting to make use of that opportunity of you as so-called weakling. So you don't have to be weak, and the courage I am very sure comes from heart, and it allows you and gives you strength to challenge your own fears and your own pain. I believe everyone has a moment in life when we are in a deep well, in life. It's dark and dingy out there. It's scary. We are in fear and in anxiety all the time. time, I was in fear and anxiety. I had never stepped on a police station. I had never been to a court. And those initial days were of highest degree of fear and an anxiety, Shefali. I remember myself as a meek, afraid of woman, and not what I am today. I'm empowering a lot other people, today. So, and every time you are in the court, your wounds are scratched. Some little salt is thrown out there, because you are made to recall everything that you went through. So, and I think every day you have to give yourself that little injection of doses of courage to yourself. Your family can only stand by. They can only, hang a little rope in the well, inside the well, for you to be able to grab that rope and come out, but it's for you to have that courage to hold the rope and come out and understand that that's not only the sky that you were seeing from inside the well, that it's only the circumference that you see. The sky is yours. And for that, you have to break your own baggage. So whether it's a baggage of negativity, it's of fear, it's of an anxiety, it's of no confidence, you have to cut it off with your own hands, which you only have tied up on your legs. Then only you can fly, and you can take that flight in your life for which you have been born. So I think the why is because you have to survive. You have no other way, how you can give an example to your son also. And I think it's more to do with your conscience as well. So I saw my parents fulfilling their responsibility. I saw my son not knowing anything what was happening in this world with him, and I had no other option but to pull up that courage and to stand by my parents and to stand by my son, because that was a responsibility I have been given by the Almighty, and I have to fulfill it. And for that, I have to pull out myself from shaming. So we have a society, Shefali, where in the initial days, I would take out Rudraksh to a mall. Even today, if I take him out to a mall or a playground, I'll have some females or some parents coming back to me and saying, "Was there something wrong with him? Have you shown him to a doctor? What are you going to do with him? Will he be able to manage himself when he grows up?" My parents fear today, the most important, the biggest fear is what will happen to Rudraksh after you're not there. So I think it's our we have no other option but to have courage, and to build that courage every day, every day, every day. You give yourself bigger doses of courage. And as they say, if you're broken, uh, then it's from those cracks that the light goes in and it enlightens you. But if you shut yourself down and you don't allow the light to come in, there's no way, you can rise up to that occasion and become your best version. I think every day a woman should look in the mirror in the morning and say, "Hello, I'm going to become a better version today of myself and for other females who are trying to, struggle within their own lives." So this is the why and how, Shafali, I feel we have no other option but
And
to
I can say
survive.
that you are
Because if we
living,
don't, then
you are living
yeah,
these days, and just mere by just listening to you for 1 hour, I can see the chat box also, the audience mentioning their comments also. Hats off to you, more power to you.
thank you so
I don't have
much.
words to express. I really don't know.
And
I,
Shifali, my salute to her. I would say so inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you
Inspiring.
so much, squad leader Dimple.
You are a real
Thank you.
warrior, ladies and gentlemen. We are listening to two real warriors today. I don't know who is super, Dimple or Manisha, but both are,
Isha.
champions in their own field. So my next question coming to you, Dimple. Again, a very emotional question. I was reading your interview somewhere. A bold step which you have taken in your, I can say in your family. Uh, I was reading that you are three sisters, and when your mother passed away, you three sisters did the last rites for her. Uh, if I say that's a very, very bold decision, I want you to tell us how you took that decision and what were the repercussions, because today also what I feel is that we women really don't go to those ghats for doing the last rites, and you three sisters did it. Again, a very touching question, emotional question, but again, our people, our women want to, stay strong and learn from your journey.
So, Shifali, it is a emotional question, but I think it is a right question because the aim of the platform is to inspire and empower more women. So that's why I would like to share this with you. My mother, she always brought up us, like sons or like an individual. I would say it was never like daughters or girls. She was our sunshine, and our happiness, lies in her smile and her teachings, I would say. So we, lost her to cancer in 2014. So we took her back from AIMS to Haldwani. And next day when the rites were start, the priest came, Pandit came, and he started doing the puja and all. So I think it was very, very natural for us. There was no question that we will not do the right. Right. So we just went to our father and we told him that we are planning to do it. So he said, yes, of course, your mother will be very happy. So when the priest called my uncles, my chachas, to come and do the rite and sit in the puja and start the process, so I said, no, we would like to do it. So to my surprise, he didn't say anything. And we, sat there and starting with giving the shoulder to her body, to giving the, firing the pyre, everything we did. And a lot of people, they took the photograph because they had not seen. Haldwani is a small place. Three sister lighting, the pyre of mother. It was a big thing for people around. So next it was in the newspaper. Then media also covered it. But I think I feel good that at least we inspired other girls also, parents also, because in we feel that, or our elders, they feel that if daughter do this, the moksha, the parents, they don't get the moksha, but I don't believe it. And I think now I see more and more girls, especially where they don't have brothers, they go and do it. So I think it was very, very natural for us. Anybody, I think the mother, she was everything for us. And doing it, we took this step. Everybody supported, I would say. Maybe people must have spoken, behind us, but nobody said anything to us. I think, and it was not a matter of, or we were not looking for an approval from other people, I would say. It was only we informed our father, and his approval mattered a lot, and he immediately said that I think this is the best decision, go for it. So we went for that, I
Awesome.
would say.
I think a real example of courage that you sisters stood up and took that decision and went to your father. She sitting there must be feeling very happy that she had three beautiful blessed daughters. Amazing. Thank you for sharing this with us. Coming to our Iron Lady Manisha, for me, handling a one child is even tough for us. You are a mother to 100 plus children. Please tell us the secret behind this.
Oh, I think the secret lies in listening to the soul's calling. Okay. When we understood, when I, as a mother, had already understood on what Rudraksh is a special child, and no, I was told by many doctors that they'll not be able to do what the so-called normal children are able to do in life. So I think I have made it a life aim and a life purpose to enable children. I call them kiddos, and seeing them become and their best versions or achieve their dreams in life. And I think I was always in an effort or in prayers to Almighty, that He should give me a chance where I can make some change or bring some change in the lives of some people or some children. And He heard it, and I think with the blessings of my family, my parents, and um, the Almighty, I got through a job from a hardcore sales profile to a job with Bharti Walmart through Centum Learning for Walmart Incorporation's corporate social responsibility in 2010. So this was the responsibility of a territory head later for three states, Delhi, Haryana, and UP, for managing the centers at Delhi, Lucknow, Meerut, and a small center at Gurgaon, wherein we were skilling the youth, and we had to place them with different organizations. So we were skilling them primarily on retail skills. And it was during this journey that I not only took initiative of skilling the trainees who were coming to me from the all walks of life, and especially the lowest strata of the society, wherein someone's father was an auto rickshaw driver, or someone's mother was washing utensils at places. But I also took an initiative of helping deaf and mute children from an NGO called Sarthak, and placing them with an organization to start with 2011 with Costa Coffee. Now we see those children having those iCards where it's written that, I cannot speak. If you can just give your order on you give it to them on their little white notepad that they have in their hands. So took those kind of initiatives, worked with All India Women Council on rape victims, worked with Tihar Jail for the inmates also. And I think Rudraksh as a son gave me that courage and, that inspiration to work passionately for these children. And from Bharti Walma Training Center until 2013, because the kind of work that I was doing, I was pulled into another project of Delhi government, which was under the Department of Training and Technical Education, called the World Class Skills Center. So from there, and then CII, and then back again in this skill development project, I think that has given me a bigger heart. The connect that my soul has with everyone is because that's a soul's calling. I work with a lot of passion. I see them as my own children. In fact, I told Shaifaly when she had met me that I see her as a younger sister. I want her to shine the brightest, maybe. So I think when you're feeling true for everybody, when you are wanting everyone around you to grow and shine and become their better versions, they catch that vibe. And I never told anyone to call me ma, but then from ma'am they start addressing me as ma, because that's the connect they have with me. In spite of the fact that I have many friends who will tell me, Manisha, you becoming a Jagat Ma, and why don't you stop them? You are young, they should not be calling you ma. But I don't do that, because this gives me a fulfillment. I think this is my earning, Shaifaly. This is what I have earned in life. I have many of them who have told me, when my mother was not well recently, that if you require any help from us, if you want us to come by and stand by and maybe even stay at a hospital, we are ready to do that. I think this is what we earn in life. This is a true earning. So that's the story. I think I am connected with them, work for them passionately, seeing them as my children. So whatever Rudraksh might not be possibly able to achieve in life is what I see them achieving, and they know that. So I keep getting their messages when they become department managers or store managers. They're connected with me. They've some of them got married now, and they have their own children. So it's a wonderful extended family that I have, Shaifaly.
Awesome. So I think till now we were knowing you as a courageous, powerful lady. Today I got to know, and even our audience must have got to know that you are very soft from inside. And that I think is already visible from some of your Facebook posts also. I see a lot of beautiful messages from your students. You post that writing ma and a very beautiful quotation for you. So hats off to you again. You are a real time, mother. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much again for sharing your journey with us. And I am feeling very blessed, and our audience are also enjoying. So while talking to you, one more question coming to me. I generally ask to a lot of speakers. I was thinking whether to ask or not, but now I can't stop myself. So we are at a global platform today talking about women empowerment, women collaboration and all. Generally, we see that women are each other's enemies. And the word today talks about empathy, compassion and collaboration. Manisha, coming to you, what do you think about it?
Oh, I think that's a very generic statement, Shefali. My mother-in-law told me in Hindi, and I'll speak it in Hindi and I'll translate it in English. She is a female, and she was a female, and so she said, "बच्चा ठीक करके ले आओ तो आ जाओ, वरना नहीं." Hmm? So which meant that if you can undo whatever Rudraksh is, and the Down syndrome is no more there, which is a genetic disorder, then you are welcome back home. Otherwise, you're not welcome back home. But irrespective of all, I very truly feel that this is a very generic statement. Everybody has that, what we say in Hindi, in the Ram and the Ravan, or the good and the bad vibe inside. So I feel just because few women are not good with us, we should not be judgmental about all women fraternity. We are on this platform, remember, because of a man who is Mr. DK, who is trying and helping all women come together. And we are a part of this big initiative, Shefali. So I think this itself is a big example that women are not their own enemies. We are not our own enemies. I think we just have never got the time to talk about ourselves. We never got those platforms to talk about ourselves. We never realized that we had a life apart from our families. We had to take care of ourselves. We should not be changing our looks the way other people want, unless and until that change is making us a better version, right? So I think nobody ever talked about women empowerment the way we are doing it today, and especially these kind of platforms that you have brought us to, or DK sir has brought us to. So nobody would hear me talking. Nobody would hear Dimple talking, right? And we have all women attendees on the panel. We have all WhatsApp groups where every woman is encouraging the other woman, right? So I think this is a very generic kind of a statement. We should not be stereotyping women, as many men would say, "Aurton ko gaadi chalani nahi aati." Women don't know how to drive. So I think that's again a very stereotypical kind of a statement. There are good women,
I
there are
think
bad
thanks for
women.
breaking that stereotype, ma'am, because still we hear that women are enemies to each other. Dimple,
No,
what will you like
we
to
are
say
not.
about this?
We are not. We are not.
Shefali, I second Manisha, I would say, because time is changing, and our predecessors, they have done so much of work on women empowerment. And as rightly said, the empowerment, it starts from self. We have to believe ourselves, and then we need leaders, men like DK Bakshi sir or others. I mean, a lot of men who are supporting us today. If we see, empowerment, it starts from home, our spouses or our brothers, our fathers,
Yes,
how they
yes,
are supporting us.
yes.
So it is all, I think time is changing. I think now we look for more of collaboration. And there are so many groups, WhatsApp group of women where I am part of them. And I see only praise and, collaboration, aspire to inspire, we say that, we are aspiring to inspire each other. And I can just say one thing, that they are mentoring each other. It is a peer mentoring, and it's really helping each other to grow and making their wings, stronger to fly higher. That is what I can also, say, just to add on what Manisha has said.
Oh, I think that's a beautiful message what two powerful women are giving today. That women, it's a time of collaboration. Don't see yourself as enemies. Please come together, come forward. Even men are supporting, and men and women together can, do wonders to this community, to this society, and this is what people are looking at today. So again, thank you so much for sharing this. Great. Now my favorite question, Dimple, to you. If you have a magical wand, what will you like to change about women?
Okay, magical wand. Okay, I think I would like to change one thing, that I would like women to become more, self-loving and have that courage, confidence. Because a lot of time I have heard women saying that, no, I am okay in this role. I have still to learn a lot. They don't want to go to the higher role because they feel that I don't have those kind of capabilities. But I would like women to say that I am good for this role and I will learn while doing this role. That is what I think I would like women to change. This is one thing that they need to change.
Wow. So Manisha, you already have a magical wand because you have 100 plus students. But with that wand, what will you like to change about women?
Okay, so I second what people said. I want women to start loving themselves, and that would enable them to become mentally and physically fit and financially fit. So, mental, physical, and financial fitness is what I want women to be, and to be able to accept themselves the way they are, and stop shaming others if you are shaming them, and stop even shaming yourself, and have that kind of self confidence, because you are what you are, and be yourself. You can only become a better version, but you should not be having any kind of an inferiority complex, on the basis of your looks, on the basis of your height, on the basis of your skin color, on the basis of the clothes you wear, on the basis of your weight. Unless and until, as I earlier said, those changes don't make you a better version. It's okay. Just be yourself. Start loving yourself and be mentally and physically fit. Love yourself first so that you can take care of others too.
I think believe in yourself and self-love is what word is talking about. And ladies and gentlemen, believe me, if these two powerful women are also talking about the same thing, that means this is what we just need to build up ourselves, to fulfill our dreams, to live a happy life. Again, thank you so much for sharing this wonderful piece of information. Dimple, over to you again. One line which describes Dimple the best.
Okay. I think I'm very positive. I'm sure I'm very positive. I'm a very passionate person. And I'm a people person. I believe strongly on power of human connection. And I love going extra mile to, whatever job has been given to me or whatever I want to do. I will go that extra mile and do that with a lot of passion, I would say. This is Dimple.
Wow, super. Manisha, you have so much to say, but one line what describes Manisha best?
Okay, so I would call myself an influencer and a one woman army.
Wow, that's one women army is just beautiful. Today Modi ji is also launching that concept from 1st of April. One man army, one women army, and you can launch your company. So I think you're already living it for so many years. Great. Thank you so much. I think Women's Day was just around the corner. One message that you both would like to give to the women fraternity, you have already shared: be courageous, self love, be confident, be daily reinvent yourself. But still, one message, that strong message you would like to give to the women community.
Shall I
Manisha,
start?
if you can start.
Okay. I think, Shefali, I would like to give one message to everyone, which I also follow. Do not aspire to have A plus grade in all aspect of your life. Try to outsource the work which other people can do. I mean, the cooking part or other part, but do not outsource your children. So your children, your family is very important. Self-prioritization and self-love we have already covered. And even we have covered that you should always, reinvent and keep learning. But the most important thing is that, learn to celebrate your success, small milestones, and just do not expect that you need to be a perfect mother, your entrepreneur or employee, whatever. But just enjoy your journey, and strive for the excellence is okay. But I think perfectionism, that you should not strive, I would say. So that can, you don't want to, you can't be a super, woman. But I think, just relax, chill, celebrate success, enjoy your journey. I think that is what I can say.
No, this is such a great message. Ladies and gentlemen, Dimple says, love yourself, enjoy, and celebrate. So let us celebrate. Manisha, what message will you like to give to the beautiful women?
I would second what Dimple said, and at the same time, I would say wear your heart on your sleeve, and learn, unlearn, and relearn. Uh, so don't stress. Don't stress to become the versions other people want you to be. Be your own best version. And as Dimple said, and I said in the previous question, love yourself.
I think whatever we are, we should admire, we should fall in love with ourselves, and this is what makes the world beautiful around us. Thank you so much again for sharing. I was just thinking to end up this session, but I am not able to control my emotions and the way you two powerful ladies are answering my question. So one more question coming to my mind. Do I have the permission to ask, please?
Oh, yes, please.
Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. There's a common saying, if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. How true is it?
I think absolutely true, Shifali. The reason why, because woman role has evolved in our civilization as we are multitaskers, and we do parallelly so many roles with, I think, a lot of not exactly perfectionism, but I think great efficiency. And whenever a woman is told, you tell somebody to do something, she's already start planning and executing the thing. So it is absolutely true that with great passion, she will complete the task before anybody else, I think. So I think Manisha can add into it. That is what I feel.
Yeah, I would again say, Shefali, that this statement again is a very situational and a very stereotypical kind of a statement. I believe it was given by Margaret Thatcher in a political uh, kind of communication that she was making. Um, I believe all can do all, and there might be some who say more and do nothing. And it has got nothing to do with them being a male version or a female version. I think it has got more to do with situations and the context that we are speaking about. Um, there are men like Mr. TK and other men, like I have a lot of friends who are men, my father, and they have been doing stuff for us. And they're not just been saying things to us, right? So I think both men and women um, are doing things, are saying things. But the statement, I just don't agree with the statement. It's a very stereotypical kind of a statement. And I think it depends on the situation and the context that we are speaking about.
I accept the statements from both of you ladies because Manisha, you are correct in your sense and Dimple was correct in her sense. So I absolutely agree with that. And coming towards end of the session, first of all, let me acknowledge my audience, beautiful audience who have stayed with us and have beautifully, enjoying this session and writing so many praising messages for both Dimple and Manisha for the session, acknowledging what you have saying, what you have been saying, grasping them. All these things are already visible from the chat box. So thank you so much, audience, for making it so engaging today. I am thoroughly enjoying this session. I don't want to end up the session today, but uh, time has their limitation, and otherwise I will be the only one who will keep speaking, and the audience and speakers both will go away. So before ending of the session, at the end, I would like to quote a very famous quote. She was powerful, not because she wasn't scared. She was powerful not because she wasn't scared, but because she went on strongly despite the fear. This is a famous quote from Atticus. With this, I would like to bring this session to an end. And before ending of this session, I would humbly request DK Bakshi sir to please come up at the dais and speak something about today's session, about these powerful women, about the learnings, about the thoughts, what thoughts he is taking today from listening to your journey. So DK Bakshi sir, please over to you in case you can join here. He'll just take a minute. Please bear with me. Yeah, he's there.
First of all, wishing all the three powerful ladies International Happiest Day. Today is International Happiest Day. And I wish not only three of you, but all the people around the world the happiness, because last more than a year, we have gone through a lot of pain. So let this happiness be spread among the human race, irrespective of caste, color, gender, nationality, religion, everywhere, from New York to New Delhi, and from Mumbai, to all parts of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you must have been excited to see such a powerful program conducted by, I call her Women on Wheels, and I have given her the name called 10S Shaifaly Sangal. And I certainly would like to give a big round of applause for Shaifaly Sangal. I did not know this woman. She got connected with me during COVID days. And one day she came to me on my Zoom. I want you to do a program called COVIDability. And that's where I did program of COVIDability, and our relationships started strong, strong, and strong. And in Noida, she met me in my Indian office a couple of times, and she has been part of the Women Power. I have been a strong follower of scholar leader Dimple
Oh my
Rawat.
God. Sir, thank you.
Following her posts, her programs, what she has been doing, what she has been sharing. And when Shaifaly told me that scholar leader Dimple Rawat is going to be there, I got so thrilled and so excited. I am really grateful to you, Dimple ji, for being here on this wonderful hashtag Women Power, a global moment. Manisha ji, I did not know you. I got connected with you when I got this flyer finally. So I sent you immediate LinkedIn. You know, the problem with me is I'm 30,000 and there are near about 1,800 people waiting for me in LinkedIn. So I have to delete some people and get edit. So I could then immediately add you. And when I saw your background also, I was fascinated. What else can you get in your life? Such three powerful women making an impact and sharing their success story. It is what you have gone through, how you did your things, how you made it possible. And somewhere around the world, somebody is picking up some great things from your session. Scholar leader Dimple Rawat, as well as Manisha ji, this has been more than a year. Hashtag Women Power, a global movement. 100,000 women to be on this platform by 2021. We have already crossed 550,000 people. And 2024, 1 million around the world, 20 chapters around the world. I had not thought about it. And you said that DK Bakshi is a man. No, ma'am, I am titled here as an honorable woman. So I am part of you. And I'm running this moment because this has been my passionate moment. Because I believe, and I am a firm believer of it, that women is quality, women is quality, women is quality. My mom has been the most important quality of my life. My sisters, my partners, my colleagues, my superiors, my subordinates, all across women around the world. I have worked in 3 continents, 4 continents rather, and I have had so many women in life, and people who used to always tell, including my wife, all women around you, and that has been my power. And I tell you, I would certainly like to salute it. When I was hearing your story today, and when I was hearing that braveness, the courage of conviction of Dimple Rawat on the Kargil, my God, Parakram, mission. I mean, I had goosebumps, I was thinking what's going on, what kind of a personality is on my show. Salute to you, ma'am. And especially both couple are in defense. And I tell you, when I am in Singapore airport or Heathrow or anywhere, when I see an army officer, I keep on clapping like a madman. I am mad about certain things. People call me mad even on this moment. Somebody interviewed me on LinkedIn in the month of September. Are you mad? What is this 1 million people on this platform? It went viral. I said, whatever you say, I am mad about it. And I will certainly ensure, because I am not alone in this. You just see the beauty of life. I used to conduct all the 4 Saturdays, my shows. Now I am only left with one Saturday. Because one side Shaifaly, one side Anshul, one side Milani from Paris, one side from London. People are taking Saturdays from me. I'm left with one Saturday only. But what I'm trying to talk about here is when I was hearing both the stories of Manisha ji, and Manisha ji has got 100 kids, kiddos, wow. And your stories are so exciting, so thrilling, that it is not only now. You will see this YouTube gets in next half an hour gets around the world and keep on happening. And I am going to be combining by maybe end of April, the first part of it, and next will be end of December, a digital book of some of these shows, which I have conducted one-to-one, as well as these women like Tennis, Anshul, Milanis, and all these people they are now conducting. I'm still holding on DNA of leadership, which is on my Wednesday, every Wednesday evening program. That's with me. I wish somebody says, I want to take new DNA of leadership also from you. Fine. I would love to. It's not the question of we are doing free of cost. That's what we have done. It's a question of contributing to this society. When I was looking at you and when I was trying to see this MSD making strategic difference, MSD mastering skill development, MSD madness spreading dynamism around. That's what you three MSD are. I would request Chef Ali, since I am in India only in Noida, one day we should get together and deliberate more of it. Have a lunch together. I invite you for lunch and have a lunch together. We should have Varsha also with us, who has been active putting this thing together with me more than a year. Not only this Women Power, DNA of Leadership, a mini program, more than 250 webinars, all free of cost, not a single rupee, not a single dollar, not a single baht, and helping the society at large. So we should get together. We should talk more about it. And I need your firm commitment to take this movement forward. Because you are the one who will inspire more and more women. You know, we are in a world which is tough, which is difficult. And Anshul is saying, wish there be more Saturdays. Anshul, yeah. Anshul has taken one Saturday. She says, in case there is more Saturdays. So what I am trying to say is that let's get, Anshul came from Mumbai and we had lunch together. She spent full day in my office. I'm thankful to you, Anshul. And that is where we need to create power of this women. Women power, a global movement must be there as a legacy. That's what Kiranji also said the other day when I was talking to her. She said, Bakshi Saab, hum rahe ya na rahe, women, hashtag women power global movement rehna chahiye. I'm only 61. I'm young at heart, young at action, young at everything. I have to work for next 20 years. मैं 20 साल छोड़ूंगा नहीं काम करना. And but beyond 20 years, someone has to take it forward. Someone has to get into this. I was just talking before this to one of the lady we called. She's also a wife of an army officer. Her name is Rashmi Rathore. She said, I'm Rowdy Rathore. And the Rowdy Rathore, again, a woman. She said, I want to get involved in women power. More the merrier, yeah. Just go on. So, Dimpleji, that's a fact. I have been your follower. You may not know, but I have been following of your posts. Manisha ji, I become your follower from today. So, very, very strong background again you have. And I mean, I would like to give you a standing ovation to both, rather all the three. On behalf of global talent and on behalf of hashtag women power, a global moment.
I can only say one thing, DK Bakshi sir. India need more DK Bakshis. I can only say this. I am feeling so empowered today. I mean, the Shaifaly, I always say sky is the limit. I think we need to meet, sir. Really.
Cannot agree more. I think even before DK Bakshi sir would have said, I would have told Shaifaly that we should all meet together and kind of deliberate how we can, where all we can pitch in together and how best this can be taken forward.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to offer you a great lunch. We can sit together, chit chat, have a lunch, have a meals together. Because I believe when you sit together, when you eat together, when you move together, when you dance together, and when you earn together, when you learn together, and when you cry together. When somebody needs a shoulder, when somebody is in pain, crying together and giving your shoulder to somebody, that's very important. When people do all these things together, they remain always together. And that's where I talk about 3 T's: trust, transparency, and togetherness. Trust, transparency, and togetherness. And we, as human beings, in whatever capacity, whatever color, whatever race we have come, whether somebody is born in Tanzania or somebody is born in England or somebody is born in India or somebody is born in Kashmir. I'm a Kashmiri Pandit. I'm born in Kashmir. When I go to the outside world, so some people think I'm a Colombian, I'm a Thai. So I lived in Thailand 16, 17 years. My face is different. I don't look like a Kashmiri. You know, it's very important for us to touch heart to heart, heart to heart, heart to heart, human being. COVID has destroyed so many things, so many lives, so many businesses, so many people. We lost some great people in our lives. क्या अभी भी हम बदल नहीं सकते? And second, इस कोविड में आप देखो ये ह्यूमन पावर ने कितना अच्छा काम किया. अभी आपका क्वेश्चन जो लास्ट क्वेश्चन था, when she responded and you responded, Manisha ji, you are also right at your point. But I want to tell you, women में बहुत पावर है. जो women बर्दाश्त करती है ना, वो मर्द नहीं कर सकता. मर्द के अपने इश्यूज हैं, जेंट के अपने इश्यूज हैं, बट women में जो कैपेबिलिटी है, जो कोपेबिलिटी है, rather. I've seen my mom. She lost her husband when she was just 41. And she had small children. And how she made us to, we are all global players today in the world. I mean, हमारे बच्चे भी global players हैं. But it is she, her capability, her competency to make us what we are today. So ये women जो है ना, ये powerful है यार. अरे यार, women के बराबर हम तो दुनिया women के लिए पागल है. I am mad about women because women is the power of the world. अब देखो ना किरण मैम को, कितनी पागल है. She's a mad woman. I call her mad woman. She calls me mad man because that's the power. So all the women, चाहे मेरी sisters है, चाहे मेरी wife है. I don't have a daughter, but all the women I have had always. Thai में तो पूरी लड़कियां हमारे साथ काम कर रही हैं. तो हिंदुस्तान में भी तो वैसे लड़कियां हैं. अमरीश बेचारा अकेले मेरे साथ, बाकी सारी लड़कियां हैं. So we have the power of being. So let's make a difference. Today on this International Happiest Day, which we are celebrating, I think we need to think about it in the same fashion like Mission Parakram or Mission Kargil, wherein we are in war. आप मेरे दफ्तर में भी आएंगे, आप देखेंगे war room है मेरा. I have not been in the army, but whosoever meets me said, have you been in the army? Did you work for the army? But I look like an army because मेरी एक आदतें हैं, मेरी एक that passion is like an army man. So I think each one of us has a talent. It's only how we connect, how we collaborate, and how we contribute for the goodness of the human race. मुझे पता नहीं, तहे दिल से आप दोनों का, शैफाली का है ये. शैफाली से मैं नाराज हूँ आजकल, इसकी कमिटमेंट्स बिल्कुल भूल जाती है, कमिटमेंट्स को पता नहीं कितना बिजी रहती है. बट आप दोनों को मैं आज तहे दिल से बहुत बहुत आपका आभारी हूँ कि आपने समय निकाला, हमारे इस प्रोग्राम पे आए और आपने अपनी जर्नी शेयर कर दी, जिस जर्नी से मुझे एक और लोग जुड़ गए जो इसको आगे ले जाए.
Thank you, sir. I think totally my privilege and honor to be here today. Really, I can say that much. I am feeling so empowered after listening to you. So, Shifali, thank you so much for making this happen today.
Ladies and gentlemen around the world, whosoever has been watching this show last 1 hour, see the difference what these women are making in the world, and their success story, their storytelling is impacting those women, those girl childs who want to be successful in life. And they gave some wonderful tips for us to understand. Those who are watching now or those who are going to be watching later will take away some of the great tips from some powerful MSD, as I said, which is Manisha and Dimple and Shaifaly, MSD. And let's take it forward. Let's spread this happiness. Let's make people to think about that we need to contribute to create hashtag women power, a global movement, 1 million people around the world by 2024. With that, thank you very much. Shivaratri, good night. In US, Canada, of course, you have a great good morning. I know Nirja was watching the show from New Jersey, and from Toronto, we had Pooja watching the show. And from Durban, I was seeing that our Honey was watching the show, and from Spain, Milani was watching the show. All of you, best I was seeing that we had from Thailand, Thai Chamber of Commerce President Ravi Saigal watching the show. Secretary General of my India Thai Chamber of Commerce, Papani Thakur was watching the show, is still watching the show. They are there on the Facebook. Oh, Parveen Kumar Singh was watching the show. Basanti Rana was watching the show. Oh, Niti Arora, our talent acquisition leader, was watching the show. Great to you, and thank you very much for being part of this show. Good night. And from Australia, I could see Ash was watching the show. From Brisbane, Ash, it's the midnight for you. All the best and good luck. Anshul Sharma, get ready for your next session.
Thank you so much, Bakshi sir. It was very empowering listening to you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Manisha and Dimple, for joining us, and the wonderful audience for staying with us and bombarding the chat box with the messages. Thank you so much, and have a great week ahead.
Before we end, Shifali, I think Anshul has left a comment saying it's not MSD, it's MSD DK. Thank you, DK sir. Thank you once again. Thank you, Shifali. Thank you, Dimple.
Thank you so
We
much.
will be meeting soon.
Yes.
हम bye bye नहीं करेंगे.
Yes. Absolutely.
Meeting you soon. Take care. All the best.
Thank you.
Proud of you.